All right, guys. AFL Finals are next week from the filming of this one. The teams are in. I'm only going to do a quick predictions one for this one because, honestly, it's very close in so many ways. And I'm not I'm not even that confident in these predictions, to be honest. I'll just first list out the teams, and I'll let you know the likeliness of them getting to the grand final, in my opinion. Just my opinion. I'm not a bloody expert. I just like watching the game, and I go for Freo. So we got Geelong, we got Sydney Swans, we got Collingwood, we got Richmond, Melbourne, Freo, Bulldogs, and Brisbane. Those are your 8 teams going for that grand finals. Most exciting time of the AFL season. Every game counts at this point. So I think the most unlikely teams to get into the grand final this year, Brisbane. They just, even watching their last game against Melbourne, they seem to do this around this time of year. They've made finals a couple of times in the last couple of years, and they just get absolutely hammered. And so I do see consistency being on their side the rest of this season. So I reckon they're going to get knocked out pretty quickly. And Bulldogs, I think Freo, us boys, are going to knock them out next week. That is my honest opinion, not just saying because of Freo. I think on paper, Freo should beat them. So I think those 2 teams are the least likely to make it to the grand final this year. The teams, I think, have a good chance, but yeah, maybe not sort of thing. I don't feel that confident them making it. Collingwood, I reckon they have a great team this year. They're very competitive, and they seem to be winning just on 1 point and 1 point every now last couple of games. And it's just like I just don't see them making the grand final with that team, especially against certain other teams. Richmond, they've been a hit or miss. I've got to admit, they're going to be a bit of a hit or miss this year. They've had their time. I think they've still got a great team, but they're starting to kind of gather shine a little bit now. The Demons, I actually thought earlier, I tell you what, I thought earlier the Demons were going to be in the grand final again, because last year, obviously they won, but they've shown, even with their impressive win against Brisbane, they're a bit of a hit or miss as well. So when they're on, they stay on for a bit, but I don't see them making the grand final this year. I feel like they might make it through this round, but they will get kicked out next round. And this is the one I am sad to say, because being a Freo fan for so long, I reckon Fremantle has not a big chance, but we have a pretty good chance at the same time, because our forward line isn't the greatest and consistency is our problem. When we are on, we are one of the best teams in the comp. When we're playing, especially the first half of the season, we were wiping people off the planet. We had beaten all these teams. It's just, we just kept struggling with our forward line. Our defense is great, but I got to admit, like last few weeks, losses, close wins, and even last week, nearly like that first quarter against GWS, didn't give me a lot of confidence in this finals. And it's been so long since we've been in the finals. I want to say we're going to win this 100%, but I don't think it's going to be 100%. We can do it, but we just need to fucking pull our heads in and get that forward line ready and consistency. So I would put them in that bracket of have a good chance, but no, maybe not at the same time. Now, the 2 teams I reckon have a great chance and I think are most likely to be in the grand final will be Geelong. Geelong, most points at the end of the season. They've been very consistent, very dominant. I reckon there's not much to say. I think they're going to bloody make the grand final this year. And Sydney, I think Sydney have been on a tear. I know they've had a couple of bad games here and there, but I think they have a great chance of making the grand final. So I think Geelong and Sydney have the best chances of making the grand final this year. But this is the thing about footy finals. Anything could happen. One team could be doing great and get absolutely wiped the floor with, or 1 point loss. AFL finals is a great time of the year. I love it. It is so stressful, but it's so awesome at the same time. Especially if your team's in the bloody finals. Like Freo, finally, We had a chance last year. We didn't make it, but oh well. This year we're in it. Come on. Yeah, so thank you guys. Those are my predictions for the AFL Grand Final 2022. Cheers.